Okay. Welcome everybody to well, I don't know which one. It's the second day of the tournament. Please don't restream. I'm up 82 and I'm joined by 329th Inline. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Op. Excited to enjoy an awesome day of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer as we get this tournament underway.
And today we have Captain MD versus BiggestChungust. Haven't seen Chungus play much, but Captain MD participates in a lot of weekly races and pretty good. So should be an interesting race. And in tournament settings, we start at Great Temple and immediately get Violet because you need that to get out. Excuse me. And starting here opens up a lot. Ooh, Chick is dead. Nice. Starting here opens up a lot more than it normally would when starting at landing site. So there's a few more routing options. Although this early in the game, you're not going to see much route divergence until they get their basic items like missiles, bombs, and space jump.
Yeah, like most randomizers, early Echoes has that you got to work up until you kind of figure out what's really open to you.
Yeah. And once you open up a lot, it can be a little overwhelming at times because you have a lot of choices and only one of them may be the right one in that case. Also interesting to note, the happy music you're hearing is not what you would normally hear. It's only there because we started at energy controller. Normally there'd be darker boss music. Dark ammo on the ceiling. Not much to start off with, but at least they have missiles, which don't require mains in tournament settings. So they have at least 2 checks open to them in Temple Grounds now. And they have access to 1 check in or 2 checks in Aegon. Oh, and I meant 3 checks in Temple Grounds, including the elevator to Aegon.
I'm just grabbing some more missiles there on BiggestChungust side. So I know, not to spoil anything yesterday, but I know we had some crazy seeds yesterday. Is there anything today that you're feeling, Op, might be giving our runners some trouble?
The accidental all bosses. Just looking for some troll item that's like in a really dumb spot. Maybe a key that requires a lot of other things.
Yeah, I never like to see that that sun-blocked thing on the way right when you walk in Aegon. That's when you see something up there, you know you got a lot of stuff going before you can grab that.
Yeah. That is a very infamous location to troll our runners. Oh, it's space jump.
Some much-needed movement upgrade here.
which I imagine Chungus is might be a little peeved about when they find it. Oh, well, power bombs, that makes up for it. Now they can come back anytime they want and just not have to worry about what's on top of the ship and not being able to access it for a while.
Yeah, power bomb's a resource you'd like to see duplicated for sure. Oh, and we do have, looked like a red key up there at that echo gate we were just talking about.
And that could be required for an SDK or maybe a beam that we need, or you never know.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but all those red keys look the same at first glance, so we don't even know what Dark Temple that belongs to.
Yeah. And when it tells us to scan them, if you can. I glanced away for a second. Did Captain look up the top item?
I didn't catch what it was. I think he looked at it, but I couldn't make it out quick enough. We do grab an amber translator, though.
Yeah. I'm immediately going to head back. Well, maybe not immediately, but some point we're going to check the sand cache. The item is clearly pointing there. And I missed that hint. You catch it?
No, I'm going to see if I can expand my screen. That text was not readable.
Oh, checking it again. Dark beam. I didn't catch all of it.
Oh, we'll get another pass at it on Chungus' side. And just as we talked about those different routing choices in the beginning, Chungus is doing a lot of stuff that the space jump would make a lot easier.
Yeah.
So definitely early on, but it's one of those things he may be may have mixed feelings when he finds it.
We just got our seekers too, but our Aegon key hints. I didn't catch the locations though.
Seekers is a good item to find early on for sure. That's something that can be elusive as the game gets deeper.
Yeah.
And it is part of the formula needed to check the hints for those required Sky Temple keys.
Yeah, you need Seekers, Supers, Spider, and Screw Attack at a bare minimum to reach or to beat the game. You don't need Spider to reach not Artifact Temple, Sky Temple Gateway.
Grabbing our Morph Ball bombs. So the Morph Ball bombs will not be on the Bomb Guardian. They're sitting under the save station in Temple.
Hopefully Captain just finds something else here that he can get out of, like Boost Ball or Screw Attack or Power Bomb. No, Power Bombs are at GFMC. Maybe an expansion. Not sure if Captain's saved either. No, wait, he has Space Jump, doesn't he?
He does have Space Jump.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he's good. Getting my seats mixed up again.
Oh, Op, it's only day 2 of the tournament.
Well, I play a lot of seeds on the side. So, got those mixed up with my own. It's a big mess in my head. Big blurry mess.
Well, with that Dark Beam pickup, I guess we know what that hint said under the portal there.
Yeah.
Ooh, and we do have a key in the floating ink cache.
As usual.
Nice work on BiggestChungust side to grab the reverse of that door. That's not always the easiest thing to work with the missiles, so.
Yeah, you can do it with missiles, charge, and bomb jumps. Well, get around that gate, I mean. Ridiculous how hard that is to get in.
Well, with that early gravity boost pickup, we have got some movement through the water. That won't be hindering us this seed.
Yeah.
Some motion in the ocean, if you will. And BiggestChungust is about to pick up his space jump boots here.
Oh, screw attack. Once he finds power bombs at GFMC, that'll give him access to wind chamber gateway and dynamo chamber, communication area, a lot of things.
And BiggestChungust taking advantage of having those bombs going through. They're able to pick up another power bomb expansion.
We can also take advantage of that power bomb. Oh my God. Chungust can take advantage of that power bomb they have and one-shot bomb guardian.
And around that same time, Captain is picking up his first power bomb expansion. So as CR runners retracing each other's steps as to be expected for the most part.
Yeah.
Power bomb's wild, apparently. Definitely an item you want to have plenty of. Now, was that an Amorbus hint? I saw missile expansion, but I didn't catch the first part of that. Was that Amorbus having missiles?
I missed it. I was typing.
We'll keep an eye on that for when Captain rolls through there. And I believe we had an early Chaika hint. Captain MD taking advantage of having that screw attack early with some great movement through these rooms. And yeah, Op, that dark beam hint was one room away. The dark beam can be found, so we know that dark beam is sitting on Bomb Guardian. Both our runners picked it up.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, I had to divert my attention for a minute.
No, I will be looking for it when Captain goes through that area. I thought I saw that Amorbus was a missile expansion. On our first trip into Dark Aether on Chungust' side.
Light beam, storage beam. I think storage B is Dark Samus behind that one. Could be wrong.
And our Dark Agon key is on top of the boost ramp there.
Light World Light Beam. Okay. It may have said D. Could have misread it.
Yeah, reading hints doing commentary is always the trickiest part. They blaze right through it.
Mm-hmm. Sunburst. Helpful for one thing, and that's Grapple Guardian, as far as I know.
I've seen some nifty strats on Emperor Ing, the first phase of Emperor Ing with the Sunburst. Not sure which is faster, though.
Well, it travels slow in the air, so I would imagine Supers or Annihilator spam is the fastest. Gravity, okay, we saw that. Captain has it.
Yeah, he was over in that area, just didn't have bombs when he was around there. So
Yeah. Oh,
oh, and we've got Chungus doing some damage to the Jump Guardian here. As you may or may not know, the Jump Guardian boss, he does load, but it does not begin the fight, so you can do damage here. It may look like he's shooting at nothing, but I believe it is 12 if it's the charge and missile combo.
yeah, I'm not sure on the missile charge combo count, but I know it's 22 charge shots by itself and 27 uncharged light.
Yeah, I caught that again. I'm pretty sure that says a Morbus missile expansion. I'm gonna go with that. Ooh, but we do have a Sky Temple key on the Jump Guardian. So at just a little over 20 minutes, we grabbed our first STK.
Yeah, go back. Oh, dark vessel. That looked the same from far away.
And armed with that dark beam, looks like Captain MD is going to make his way into the Pirate Labs. That's a good play. Plenty of items back here.
Yeah. There's 4 total.
And I think Light Beam is also back here, right? Is it with that Dark Samus room?
Hmm.
Yeah, so definitely makes sense. Gonna need that Light Beam, so.
Oh. Baseball. We're using Captain Standard first because Cannonball is in the item pool. And in case anyone doesn't know what Cannonball is, it's basically a state in the game that you achieve by doing some sort of shenanigans that I don't know, but the randomizer was able to put it in the game as an item, and it uses the boost ball model and gives you boosting ability, invincibility to everything while in morph ball form, and certain enemies are weak to it. And it does 5,000 damage per frame. Oh, and I forgot to say it. You get it by, it's the state you're in when you go into a morph ball cannon, and it normally ends when you hit the plate and drop to the ground. But with tricks, you can achieve that state long term until you either go into a morph ball cannon again and lose it, or die and reset, something like that. That's basically the standard.
Yeah, the mechanics of that are far beyond my pay grade for sure, but I do know that they're using the boost ball model for it, so that much I can appreciate.
Yeah.
And we now see Chungus moving through, making his way into the pirate labs as well. He did have bombs a little earlier on in his routing, so he was able to check a little more as he went around. It made his first trip into the dark world earlier too. So Captain MD a little further into the labs, but he's gonna have to make some checks on his way back around now that he's got the morph ball bombs. And as we saw earlier, Power Bombs doing their short work of the Bomb Guardian, we see here that DS1 is particularly weak to those explosions. And just like that, you blink, you miss it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, only DS1. I still invulnerable to power modes.
And we can confirm that's where that light beam was hiding out. Ooh, and we have a beam-related upgrade hiding in the ink cache in this room in the dark world.
Yeah, it could be an expansion or even a beam. Most likely an expansion, though.
Yeah, those general hints. They give you just enough information to plant that in your mind. You think, do I got to go back there?
Yeah. Oh, and it also can also be the beam combo of that particular beam. Yeah, dark suit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, grabbing that dark suit so he won't be sizzling quite as bad.
Ooh, with dark suit, those puffers can be more dangerous than you think sometimes. They do a ton of damage. You're in the cloud for too long.
Yeah, and speaking of a ton of damage, might be a good time to point out that we're still on 0 E-tanks.
Yeah. That's kind of typical, though, for Echo's Rando. What do they call it? Suffer. Oh, God. Chungus, please. Okay.
All that trouble for a missile tank.
The suffering has been moderate, I suppose. They've taken more or less the same route, but in different orders. They got, I think Chungus got bombs first, and Captain had to go back for that. And, things like that, but hasn't been anything too terrible yet. Yet being the keyword.
Well, there's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Dark Suit was in Doomed Entry. Thanks to this list.
Yeah, as you were saying, Up, I think one of the fortunate things so far is there hasn't been too much available to them that's pushing them in other directions. So it's been pretty streamlined and consistent as far as what's available.
Yeah, once they get, well, I guess with Seekers and Boost, they have Torvus open to them, but they would still need Emerald and Supers to go anywhere within Torvus. I mean, they can go to the front. Yeah, they have access, especially with the Dark Suit. So sooner or later, we're probably going to see one of them go there, or both.
Yeah, and we see Captain MD, now that he's got bombs, this is his second time through this room, is going to be go ahead and doing some of these early Agon Dark World checks that Chungust has gotten out of the way. I think this is where we saw Dark Visor, and the first Sky Temple key was on Jump Guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the old adage. It's quiet. It's too quiet. You're waiting for what's the thing? What's gonna blow up in the seed?
Looking forward to some bad hints, bad SDKs. It's usually what blows up.
Captain MD does have access to this boost ramp, though. He's going to be able to pick up that key if he wants to. It is an Agon, Dark Agon key, so.
And if I remember correctly, we haven't seen an Amorphous hit yet, have we?
I think we have. There's a hint. Excuse me, maybe chat can clarify that. I thought I saw Amorbis was a missile expansion.
Okay.
They just go by so darn quick.
Maybe why Captain didn't go back for that.
Yeah, chat confirming that Amorbis hit was for the missile.
Do we know if Chica? I mean, that could be a Chica key in Mining Plaza. So Or this may only be half dead. You don't know it's that chick or quad yet.
I thought the first hint of the match was that Chaika was dead, but I was kind of setting up.
Yeah. Oh my god. Memory, please.
Yeah, so
Ugh.
it's looking like
about
possibly
that.
instead of your all bosses run, this might be a quicker one.
I shouldn't have started a multi before this. Now I got all kinds of hints in my head.
Yeah, if we're correct, which I believe we are, that means all red keys are dead.
Yeah. Unless on the rare off chance that Annihilator is vanilla and required.
They're taking advantage of that sunburst combo on the Jump Guardian.
Yeah, good idea.
Captain MD going to be happy to see his first Sky Temple key of the match here.
I'm not sure what that dot is for. You can try it and see what happens. Have I said that yet, Link? I don't remember saying it. Very funny, Bash.
The Captain is making his way back to Temple Grounds. I think we're going to see our first, maybe our first divergence here.
Oh, that bug is so stupid. Wasn't even touching that wall. Cannonball. Well, that presents a possible challenge. Chungus will have to do a slope jump to keep Cannonball if they want to get out. But since they have boosts, they might not care about losing it. Nah.
It appears he made his choice rather effortlessly.
Yeah. Chat with the puns. Love it.
I love some good puns in a race. Captain, gonna turn around on that missile expansion.
All right, look here. I'll tell them in race time. Hold on. Just kidding.
Emerald Translator. Did you happen to catch where that was?
No, I was letting Captain. Planet Dark Worship. Underground tunnel? Not sure. Yeah, Planet Dark Worship.
All right, so we have knowledge of our of another translator here. Looks like it is if that's the only one we see for a while, it's going to be pushing us towards that Torvis play. Yep, Chungust getting that hint too, and it is Planet Dark Worship for sure. Our first E-tank is grabbed. Just under 45 minutes on Captain's side. We have an E-tank.
45 minutes. That's fine.
I appreciate just before that we had Chungust charge up a shot and hold it for a super door. I can't tell if he thought he had him or if he's just frustrated he hasn't found him yet.
Looking at Captain again. I didn't see it. Is that launcher? Yeah.
Sonic boom on top of the ship.
Yeah, Captain may have forgotten about Wind Chamber and Wind Chamber Gateway.
Yeah, without these translators, we're pretty limited. Captain making a priority to head right over there and grab that Emerald Translator. Right around the time Chungus grabs his screw attack. And it is a Sky Temple key. We had a hint that it was a key. But we get our in-cache guarding a Sky Temple key for the race. You could check that off. Quickly behind him is Chungus grabbing his Emerald Translator. I imagine he's making his way over to check that in cache as well. Yeah, as chat's pointing out, this is a very close race. Both their runners have been doing an excellent job of making effective use of what's available to them.
Yeah.
As well as great movement with some of the upgrades they've gotten. They've been navigating through this just with such efficiency and speed.
Yeah, it has kind of pointed them in similar directions, so I'm wondering when there could be some route divergence.
Well, with that Emerald, I believe we have some space to get into Torvis, so we'll see if what's available up front there might lead to some different choices. We did get Gravity Boost early on, so with some super missiles, we may find our way dipping down into lower Torvis. And Captain threads the needle there, the screw attack. Very nicely done. Yeah, I don't want to speak for you, Op, but I feel like we're both a little sitting on the edge. The seed's being a little too generous so far. It's been a little too straightforward.
Yeah. It's probably one thing that's going to troll us. We just don't know it yet. And chat speculating where supers might be. Supers could be on Torvis Energy Controller, which requires quad and UMAS too. That's always a nice one to see.
I do like the play on Chungus side to check what's over here. We've had access to this for quite some time.
Yeah. I didn't catch it was in Wind Chamber though.
I didn't catch it myself. I was kind of going back and forth between them, but it doesn't seem like he's making a priority for it. So,
yeah, could get it if you wanted to. That was actually pretty good, Asner.
And Captain making his way through the entrance to Torvis here. Grabbing his grapple.
Yeah. Useful for one room. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, wow. There goes our dream.
I don't always like to see them suffer. I enjoy a seed with some good competition too, not just torture. I see chat is much less merciful than I am. As a cheeseburger, you live off the suffering, I see. So yeah, that Super's find is definitely big. Chungus, no doubt, will be making his way over there as well quickly. With that Emerald Translator, that's kind of the most breadcrumb we have to move forward.
Yeah, now the question is, what are the hints going to be? Do you have access to those now? Those could be controlled. If they are really bad, might as well get them as soon as possible to know where they are.
Yeah, and as chat pointing out, 7 keys remaining. We have quite a few we're going to need to find here. Oh, but Chungus grabbing an extra one that I don't think I saw Captain pick up, so...
So we have 6 potential bad places for them. And we have our Echo Visor. Not sure if it's required yet, but it's nice to have in case it is.
Yeah, at this point in the game, the more you find, I don't know if it's good or bad yet, because the more you find, the more places things might be.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also a good point. Spider can also troll us really bad because we're going to need it for Emperor. At least logically. It's possible without it, but I hear it's really awful.
Recording to logbook. Recording to logbook.
Not too bad so far. Cache 2. Annihilator required. Zinc energy controller. That's access.
Recording to logbook.
Not too bad. Blog's a little annoying, but if they know the BSJ to get out, then that's not a problem. Oh, careful, Captain. Thank you. Camo.
Yeah, as it sits on the surface, not the worst placement for these, especially with what we have available.
Yeah, this could end up being a sub 2 hour seed. Fairly quick.
Still running pretty low energy though. This is not the healthiest seed.
Yeah, you're gonna need at least. Well, I would theorize that you would need at least maybe 2 E-tanks with Dark Suit just to not die to final bosses. Because I just recently had an experience where I spent maybe 45 minutes dying to final bosses because 1 E-tank wasn't enough with Dark Suit. I've done it with Light Suit, but
Oh, and there's that spider ball pickup in the Sand Canyon.
Okay. So yeah, this seed's looking pretty fast now.
It's funny, we've had these advantages keep flip-flopping. We had the supers pickup, and then we got some access and information, but now we got that spider ball pickup, so it might be a while before we see Captain run back over there too. So,
And to answer a question in chat, final bosses are on, I believe.
yeah, final bosses are on. This is
Okay.
regular tournament rules.
Okay, yeah.
And we'll have to see if energy plays a factor into that. Chungust making his way into Sank for the first time we're seeing. He certainly needs to get over to Torvis and pick up those super missiles sooner rather than later.
In the fast lane. Nice.
And a pretty useless red key there for Chungust's troubles. Yeah, Path of Roots is certainly going to be on your way in almost any scenario. So I'd be surprised if we see him put it off too long. That, on the other hand, though, the Sand Canyon pickup, that's going to be big for when Captain gets around there. That was an Agon key. And Captain MD treating us to in my opinion, my favorite song in the game. Love some Torvis Bog music.
Personally, I'm partial to the Agon music. I know that's a controversial take, but I like the dark creepiness of it.
Well, I guess that's what's great about the variety of the worlds. There's something for everybody. I think all the themes are great, but I don't know. This one just sticks with me. I dig this song.
Yeah.
We see Chungust moving through that gyro chamber. I'm wondering if he's just going to keep moving further away from that Supers pickup. I see a comment in chat about who has the advantage. You know, Op, feel free to weigh in on this with me, but I think you're going to see kind of the balance here of Captain MD certainly has more information. He knows where he needs to go, but that may lead him to skip over some stuff he hasn't grabbed, mainly the spider ball that Chungust has grabbed in his search, but he doesn't have that information. So it'll really come down to is prioritizing the keys going to keep him too far from getting what he needs?
Yeah. Yeah, key-wise, Captain would be in the lead, but upgrade-wise, Chungust might be in a slight lead.
And it's ever so slight. I think it just comes down to that Path of Roots is a little more on the way to stumble into, especially with where these key hints are located.
Yeah.
But Chungust is digging deeper and deeper into a Sank. And even as you see right there, Chungust picking up Sky Temple keys that are just kind of along the way that he's finding.
Yeah.
So that's another one he's not going to have to come back for. Yeah, Path of Roots had the super missile pickup.
Okay, Quad's dead. I'm guessing fully dead at this point based on where the keys are.
And seeing another energy tank, that's definitely a plus with where we're at right now. That's only the third pickup we've had. So on Dark Suit, that's something we're going to need to get through these final bosses if we don't see the light suit pop up. Chungust making great use of some of that standable terrain to go ahead and skip most of this spider ball puzzle here.
Yeah, it's always impressive jumping back into that bomb slot. I've struggled with that for a while, so it's nice to see people make it look easy.
And Chungust rewarded with his third energy tank on his side, so all tied up in health here. Oh, is that a suit? Was
Looks
that the
like
light
it.
suit?
Yep.
Certainly worth the extra time for this. Yeah, just like that standable terrain, this is another one that just is an awesome
I love that one.
strat to find, yeah. And that energy tank is a lot less meaningful with the light suit in hand, but still good to find. And
Looks
Chungus
like
continues.
Chungus. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Chungus is almost done with Sanks. Should be heading back to Taurus pretty soon.
We must be reading the same cue cards app. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, and for not having the STK knowledge, Chungus is still making some great finds. He's only one Sky Temple key behind on the count. So he's checking good places.
He was trying to screw attack cancel into that hole.
Is that Cobalt? I think it is.
Yep.
Yes. We have 4 out of 4 translators now. That definitely opens up any of those last. That might actually
Annihilator
take
beam.
Chungus further away.
An Annihilator beam was 4 rooms away from an STK.
Yeah, that Cobalt might take Chungus further away. May end up going down the spider route.
Maybe.
But yeah, I see that popped up in chat. Make sure you give these runners a follow. Not only are they putting on a great show here, but they are both streaming all the time. So enjoy a lot of great content to catch. See links in there for Captain MD13 and BiggestChungust. Make sure you give them a follow, as well as my co-commentator here, Op82, and our tracker, Lokier5.
It's 3 rooms away from an STK. That's all I've seen.
Such a kind hint. 3 rooms away from something that there are 9 of in the game. Yep, and maybe a little commentator blessing there as we pop up the Annihilator beam found on Captain MD's side.
Recording to logbook.
All signs are pointing to a relatively quick seed here.
Yeah.
We continue to find more of what we need, and we have not found anything indicating that we're going to be trolled for something. So fingers crossed. We're still on the hunt for Captain doesn't know where Cobalt and some other stuff are, but he's going to pick up most of that, I think, whatever he needs along the way. The only holdout here is when is Captain MD going to make his way back to Sand Canyon? That's where his spider ball is. But even with that laying on the outskirts, Chungust is diving further and further into Sank, so might be a while before he finds that super missile upgrade. Oh, did he grab a hint for spider? Well, there you go. That's pretty good. I was wondering if we might see one down here. Yeah, that's a big hint. And as I was a little worried for Chungust here, he's going to be following that Cobalt visor into Spider Guardian.
Yeah. Gotta put him behind.
Especially with the Captain getting a hint for Spider Ball here.
I really gotta learn that.
Yeah, I wonder if that counts towards Save the Animals. Captain electing to bomb jump and skip that Alpha Block fight all entirely.
Yeah, technically, it counts, I guess. But not because we like Alpha Block, no. Want to make that clear. Alpha Block deserves no love because he doesn't open his mouth when he's supposed to.
So you're saying I should have taken him off my Christmas card list? Stop sending any love to the Alpha Blog at all.
Yep. Speaking of Dark Burst, I've never had a chance to use it on Blob. I hope I get that chance someday. It's a nice alternative. Don't move on to BSJ. Or don't go to BSJ.
I was going to say, if you're as bad at it as I am, you just have to fight him regularly every time.
Yeah, I do. I do that too. Like, I've known of the BSJ for a while. I've just been too lazy to, like, sit and practice it. It's always during a run where I just want to keep it going and not lose time. failing a trick for 10 years.
Yeah, and we see, following that breadcrumb trail with that hint he got, Captain MD is going to pick up his spider ball, and I'm pretty sure that that's what he needs. I don't even know with the tanks he has, he may be able to skip light suit too. Although three is cutting it close for sure.
Knowing Captain, I think he might be comfortable at 3. Yeah, 3 is pretty much enough to prevent you from, like, I don't know, just bad RNG taking you down at least 1 E-tank when you're also taking slow Dark World damage. Good enough buffer for that.
Yeah, there may be a tank or two that he finds along the way. I just don't expect him to be looking for much of anything outside of the keys that he knows where they are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Chungust who grabbed the cannonball. Yeah, I'd say Op, we were pretty neck and neck, trading blows there back and forth, but with that, especially with that Cobalt find, I think that really just sealed Chungust's path too far away from what he needed to go to.
Led him astray. Not even sure it was required for anything, was it?
I don't think so, not with the key layout that I can think of. Although if feel free to chime in, I'm sure there's always something you forget about. But I don't think so. I think that Cobalt translator was just bait.
Yeah. It doesn't even open up the hint that he needs, as far as I remember.
Yeah, it was really came down to the choice of doing Sank first or doing Torvis, and the rest kind of followed suit.
Yeah.
But no matter what the outcome, it's always enjoyable because both players, with the knowledge they had, done some awesome jobs navigating through this game.
Okay, so Captain's got 2 keys left. I know one was in Sank. I think it was energy controller, and then I forgot what the last one was. See if I could find it in chat.
Is that the Phazon grounds? Is that the one he hasn't gotten yet?
Might be, yeah.
Because I know we saw Chungus pick that one up
Yeah.
on
I think it
his,
might be
just
that
kind of
one.
on his way going around. Yeah. At that point, Captain had been through that area, so he may just be planning on picking it up on his way in.
Thanks, PJ, for reposting that.
Yeah, all told, surprisingly generous placement this time around. Welcome, SpeedGaming.
Yeah, we're currently finishing up in Echo's Rando race between Captain and BiggestChungust, and Captain is currently in go mode, picking up his last 2 keys, and Chungus is a bit behind because he unfortunately did not get a hint for supers, which are in roots. So doesn't have that knowledge on his side to go get his hints and find out where the rest of his keys are. So he's kind of making more checks than he normally would with the knowledge that Captain has. And Seekers being the best upgrade in the game, as usual.
Yeah, and while Chungust is where he needs to be as far as Torvus Bog, he's on the wrong side of it. He needs to get back towards the front as his super missile upgrade is hanging out in the path of roots. Yeah, we're gonna see a save warp here. So I'm pretty sure that that's the Phazon grounds key he's going back for now. and Captain MD did grab another energy tank while he was making his travels for his last couple of keys. So he should be in a good spot going into this final boss fight with 4 E-tanks.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, DMATs, the light suit was not required for this one. Making excellent use of the screw attack, skipping right over those dark visor platforms. Just go ahead and grab his last Sky Temple key, and with that, hour and 27 minutes in, Captain MD is he's all loaded up, 9 keys, ready to head over to that final boss fight.
Yep.
And at that time, unfortunately, we see the Boost Guardian over here on Chungust's side. It's a shame he's in the right spot. Just going to have to make his way to the front end of Torvis here. It's right under his nose, though.
Yeah.
Taking 2 Seeker shots at that on Captain MD's side. At least the Seeker missiles play fair as they work for neither player this time around. Yeah, PJ, I'm right there with you. Boost Guardian is always a tough fight for me.
Yeah, it's because Boost Guardian wants to hammer the point home that he's Boost Guardian. So he just keeps boosting until you get it, even though you already do. Although you can still kill him fairly quickly with charged light while he's in tunnel form, so you know the right strats, it's not too bad.
I see chat expressing their misery that they've dealt with the Boost Guardian themselves.
Yeah, I'm with Loki here. Personally, I find Spider Guardian to be worse not because the boss itself is particularly hard, it's just the inclines under the bomb slots are really annoying. You have to be so precise, and the timer is so like unforgiving. Like, to this day, that fight really literally makes me angry.
Oh, see, that's interesting. I don't remember the spider, like my first casual playthrough, I don't remember the Spider Guardian being anywhere near as traumatizing as the Boost Guardian.
I guess there's 2 camps for that.
I guess when you're just bad at the game as I am, it's all of it is a rough go through.
Yeah. And yes, Spider Guardian is nerfed by Spring Brawl in Trilogy. But I played the GameCube version first. So my first impression of it was awful.
Same here. The real way to play Echoes.
Captain making great use of supers here. Something I personally find very tricky to time right. So without Annihilator spam, I just use Charge Light on it, and it's fairly quick. Not as quick, but it's the next best thing, I guess.
No, but Captain MD making short work of phase 1.
Yeah.
Very quick. Good. Was that a 1 cycle? Yeah. Very quick 1 cycle. I looked away for a second and he was already on phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta feel for BiggestChungust here because he has done Torvis but backwards.
Yeah.
He's gonna catch it on his way out the front door.
Yeah, I think it came mostly down to routing. Let's see.
Yeah, I think we said it a little earlier, but maybe for those of us who joined a little later, it was neck and neck for a while, and then we had one player goes to Torvis first, the other player goes to Sank, and this is the result. That was the difference.
Yeah. Oh, and in case you blinked and missed it, Impering 3 is dead by screw attack. You screw attack under its belly, as low to the ground as possible. You can kill it in a few hits, or even just 1 hit if you place it right.
Yeah, as chat pointing out there, only 2 E-tanks were required for that fight.
Yeah. Now, with Dark Samus 4, I'm not... Okay, it's using the Annihilator spam method, but I've always wondered what the method is without Annihilator. I've heard there is one, but I just... Well, basically for before this part, where you would normally spam Annihilator. Oh, super 4 Dark Beam shots, Power Beam shot. Okay. Uncharged or charged Power Beam? Uncharged. Okay, thanks. But yeah, now with DS4, if you shoot missiles at it while it's invisible, and you're lucky, unlike now, you can stop her in her tracks and either screw attack her or shoot Dark Beam to skip DS4, unless you get centered. Looks like Captain did a decent amount of damage before getting centered. And Captain has finished with an official time of 1:35.21. GG's to Captain MD13. And BiggestChungust has forfeited. So we should get them both in. We should get them both in for an interview very soon.
Yes, GG's to both our runners. Some awesome work tonight.
Looks like Chungus just found his supers.
Yep. Sorry, operator. Right as Captain was finishing up on that Dark Samus fight, that's when Chungus grabbed those big supers. So, kind of the tail of the game there as it was wrapping up. But great run, great execution, and great effort on both our runners' parts.
Absolutely.
We mentioned it earlier. Please be sure to give both these runners a follow.
Yeah, they put on a great show for us today. Captain, GG.
GG.
Thank you. I was nervous the entire time I was in go mode after I realized where Spider-Ball was.
Yeah, that was kind of the lingering, maybe the outstanding factor was Chungus had picked up Spider-Ball, so we were going to see, if he grabbed supers and gave him enough time, but unfortunately he made a full dive all the way into the Sank, so he had plenty of time to go around and grab that.
Yeah, I was thinking Sanctuary for a time, because of how trolly some of the item placements have been as of yesterday, but this seed could have been a lot worse. There could have been some pretty bad spots for Annihilator for one thing.
Yeah, we were honestly, I was hoping for a lot worse just for, entertainment purposes. But yeah, Chungus ended up doing full clearing Sank actually. And that kind of made the biggest difference was once your routes diverged a bit, you went to Torvis first, Chungus went to Sank first, and it just happened to pay off more so on your end.
Yeah, I think the thing I'm the most glad about is that I'm very glad I did not pick up Sky Temple Q1 before checking hints. Otherwise, I would have been lost as to where Annihilator could have been.
Yeah.
That's the first appearance in the tournament. I will not lie, I was very nervous.
Well, we were sitting here through most of the race wondering when is it going to get bad? What's the thing that's going to really troll you guys? But it was a rather kind seed.
I was a little concerned about Incash 2 for a bit, and then I realized, wait a minute, I don't have Spider Ball either. So Sank Energy Controller is going to be a minor problem. But then I realized, then I just kept on checking hints, and I realized I missed a hint in. I made a couple of weird gambles. Like I didn't check the Fortress Transport access. What I didn't do correctly was I didn't get Emerald Translator before going to GFMC again to get the ship item, because I could have got the Fortress Transport hint. And yeah, let me open up the SG2 chat. I'll be right there.
And Chungus has declined an interview. It's just going to be in chat. That's fine.
Yeah, let me get it opened up here. Oops, wrong button. Do you have any other questions for me at the moment? Because I'm trying to think of other things I want to talk about. No red keys.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise.
Yeah, learning early that Chica was dead was good. I hate if there's one thing I'm not a fan of is getting Violet late and that first hint being relatively important.
Yeah, I was also speculating that Quad could have been required for supers on Torvis Energy Controller, but as I kept making these really bad predictions, like the game kept just saying, oh, well, no, here it is. It's like, yeah. Seed ended up a lot faster than I expected.
Yeah, I'm wondering where Light Suit was. Looks like Chungus didn't pick it up either.
Oh, Chungus grabbed it. It was behind the barrier in aerial training room.
Aerial training site,
Yeah.
huh?
Mm.
Okay, so yeah, there was no way I was getting that in a timely manner.
I guess my only real question, Captain, is maybe what was going through your head on that choice, because you guys were just neck and neck for the first 45 minutes to about an hour or so, and it was maybe a little less, but it was that split of you made that Torvish choice, and you said you considered Sank. So maybe just speak to that a little bit. The choice right there.
Well, I had main power bombs by that point, so I realized, okay, spiders. Well, Hazing Cliff is in logic, and Hazing Cliff is usually a spot where stuff gets placed pretty easily because it doesn't need much. It just needs, a way to vent, a way to Sand Canyon, basically, and power bombs. That's about it. So I was a little nervous about that, but I realized that with Emerald Translator in tow, that is 6 hints. So I figured, all right, let's just take advantage of the hints. And on the way to Torvis, I saw the major upgrade in Path of Roots, and I was thinking, all right, let's go for this. And hopefully it's something useful like supers. Hopefully it is supers, because at that point that was probably the biggest inhibitor. But yeah, the hints were particularly decent today, since they saved me from missing out on Annihilator and Spider Ball.
Yeah, for sure.
And I will agree with BiggestChungust, though. It was a bit of a bad content super spot. GG, BiggestChungust.
No, for sure. You both ran some great game. It was exciting, engaging to watch, and I appreciate you guys putting on such a great performance for us this afternoon.
Thank you. I was a little bit concerned about a couple of gambles, like going to Mining Station B without a power bomb, knowing full well that, or without Light Beam rather, knowing full well that Light Beam was already in Storage D, but I figured it wasn't the best. The Light Beam was still a long ways out, and this was probably the only good chance I was going to get to check Mining Station B, which Space Jump Screw Attack is enough to put that in logic in the beginner settings, so I was like, you know what? Best be half safe than half sure, you never know. But it did give me a hint, so all was not lost.
No, well, Op, I don't have any other questions. Do you have anything to ask?
No, I think that's it for me. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to tune in to our next set of matches, which are, let me see.
Should be, I think it's Asder's racing tonight versus Inner Slice?
Yeah, it's 7 p.m. Eastern.
So 10 minutes. They should be going live anytime now.
Yeah. Also, we have Digglerath versus Kazuto on Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Kirby Master versus Aaron Explosive at 7 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. Darkseal versus Bash Prime at noon on Friday. Myself versus Mr. Miguel at 4 p.m. on Friday. ZKaddicts versus Arrow Razor at noon on Saturday. And Bellador versus Reed Whaley on Saturday at 3 p.m. So keep an eye out for those. Till then, I've been Op82.
And I am 329th in line. Thank you so much for hanging out today. GG's.
See you next mission.
See you next mission, folks.